Good evening, everyone. This is Kozala, also known as Marventus. Welcome back to Marv TV. We are doing a quick cast here from a game in a recent GSL match. We're on a tournament map here, Terminus, and it features none other than in the top middle as the red Zerg, one of my favorite Zerg players in the league, Mr. MTWDimaga, and in the bottom right and in the middle as the blue Terran, we've got ourselves Mr. Select. This is the third match in a series of 4. I have not actually cast all the entire series, just casting one game that has been rated the best in the series. So here we are now in what are we talking about? Minute number, where's my timer? There it is. Minute number 1. Not a whole lot is going on so far. We've got droning happening in the top here around Dimaga. He's taking off with an overlord to scout his opponent. And we've got ourselves a supply depot building at the first ramp. Or is it the only ramp? It's actually the only ramp. As we know, always important if you are against a Zerg to wall off, and these pro players are not going to be taken aside by something that trivial. Select doing his job nicely with the barracks coming directly after the SEV, and other than that, everything else seems to be more or less normal. Now, I'm curious to find out in this series. In the game of 4 at this point, it was 1-1 to each, really. Select 1-1 and Dimaga had 1-1, so this is a key match in the entire selection. Let's see how it goes for the players. In the meantime, Drone is coming out to plop in his first hatchery expansion. There it is, going in at 16 supply. 16 supply, the hatchery going down, still no gas. Dimaga opting to go with the hatchery and expansion, nice and safe on this map because there's loads of space. There's no likelihood of any completely early silly level of early harassment, so it is completely safe to go hatchery before the gas and before the spawning pool, as we can see. So Dimaga going for the long haul, macro game. Let's see how Select responds. The barracks is now up, followed up with yet another supply depot. Let's get a production tab up and see what the hell is going on. 16-17 supply, currently very passive, just base building. I used to love doing base building, by the way. It used to catch me unawares back in the day when I was playing Age of Empires, which is my first real competitive Starcraft, or not Starcraft, but strategy building sort of game. I would happily be sitting there building my little base, placing walls exactly just so, and getting the odd building up or two here and there when I got massively hit by opponents' 4 or 5 units, completely annihilating the crap out of my base because I hadn't built any units at all. It was such funny shenanigans, and I used to be sitting there going, dude, I'm building my base. Why are you trying to kill me? I'm building my base. It's a base building game. I got to have time to build my base. But no, they wouldn't respect that. They would just come and eat away at it anyway, as this lonely drone is eating away all by himself at that massive mineral patch in the first expansion. Not a whole lot going on in this game so far. There's caution, there is safety, there are supply depots, and aha! It looks like Select might be going for a traditional 1-1-1 build to start out, or is he? Where's that factory going? Ah, it is about to be plopped down here so that it can move on to the reactor. So we have one barracks, we've got one factory. Do we also have one starport? Yes, we do. Select going for a nice, safe, and yet very robust and versatile 1-1-1 build. Nice and textbook-like. Let's see if it works out well for him. We've got Dimaga keeping up with the droning nice and steadily. Got a good selection of drones that his main is now starting to drone up on his secondary as well. Queens are running amok here and there. No larva happening there. There it is. The second larva goes up as well, and this looks like the first posse of attacks. We've got a couple that are just popping in there, but are they? That is the question. It's regular Hellions. Too early for the blue flame, as we know. Or is it? No, it's definitely too early for the blue flame. We've got 2 Hellions popping in around the corner, going to be met by 1 spine crawler, very judiciously placed there by Dimaga. Knowing his shit, he is ready. He's ready for that entry point, but those 2 Hellions are about to be met with 2 more. 4 Hellions. This now suddenly got a little bit interesting. That got spotted and taken out, so no more creep spreading there. So what do we have here? We've got 1 spine crawler versus 4 Hellions. Now, spine crawler is actually pretty damn decent. So it will get a few pot shots as those Hellions run by, if indeed they're planning to run by. I have absolutely no idea what my frame rate is doing right now on a monster system, but the frame rate is a little frack. Anyway, there we are, back to normal. A quick pickup down to the lower levels. 6 Hellions now about to rush in through the main gate. Now, how is Dimaga going to deal with that? He knows it's coming. Spinecrawler is moving, but it's a little bit too late. We've got a few drones, 3 drones fired off, two additional drones right there. Lynx coming in. The surround is gotten. Yes, the surround has been gotten. One of those certainly going down. Second Hellion is going down as well. It looks that way. 2 Hellions are now definitely going to go down. And is that going to be it? 3 Hellions down, 4 Hellions down, and a 5th one going down as well. The 6th one is now dead as well. Let's take a look at the damage. It is not too bad. It's actually not too bad. Let's take a look at units killed, which is Control R. That doesn't look too shabby at all. Doesn't look too shabby at all. He'll definitely recover from that. Dimaga doing an excellent job of holding that particular attack at bay. I'm surprised he didn't take the drones that run around, but then again, he doesn't seem to have suffered a huge loss. Replacing 6 drones is no problem at all. We've got ourselves a couple more Hellions coming in. You'll notice the harassment happening while Stimpack is being researched to give him to give Select the time he needs to get those very, very necessary upgrades. Where the hell is that Queen going? That could be very, very problematic. Actually lucked out there. Lucked out that Medivac scooping up those Hellions just in time. The Queen also lucked out, having been spotted too late. The Lings were already on a surround by the time Select realized that there was an opportunity to nab at that Queen. But as it is right now, so far so good for Dimaga, holding his own. These Hellions are camped out by the borderline, and the 3rd hatchery is now down. Do we have a Viking? We do indeed have a Viking scouting here, but that Queen will chase him away. A second Queen coming in to help out. Are they going to get him in time? And no, the Viking makes it away easily. In the meantime, those Hellions are now being joined by 2 additional Hellions. We've now got a proper posse of Hellions. This is actually quite a lot. Let's see, we don't have anywhere nearly enough Lings to deal with this, but that's Spinecrawler. Now the drones are on. Yep, that was too many Hellions to leave them standing around. The Queen and the Spinecrawler have done a certain amount of damage. Now we need the Lings. Here they come. The Lings are getting fried, but yes, they do manage to get one down. 3 more Banelings heading down as well. Is a further Hellion gonna be taken out? No. Somehow that Hellion manages to survive. No, he's down. So 4 of the Hellions got destroyed in that attack, leaving 4 alive. Not a bad counter there from Dimaga. He's still holding his own. In the meantime, however, Stimpack has been researched. But while this is going on, Dimaga has not been passive. He has plopped out a bunch of Mutalisks. The first 7 are now on the field. The question is, will he use it for defense or will he use it for harassment? We have a Viking popping around the place. Is he gonna pick out that Overlord? He's doing a patrol. He certainly should be able to see the Overlord. Yup, that's some Overlord sniping going on over there. In the meantime, the Mutalisks are chasing back the Hellions. And a 3rd base going up also for Select. Now the Mutas are coming in for their harassment round, but there we have some stimmed Marines. Absolutely lethal, and easily chases away that particular problem. Now the question is there going to be any possibility of him actually using these Mutalisks? They're doing a bit of a run by, but aside from doing some minimal damage, they're not really achieving much else. Here we've got 3 stim Marines hanging around as well. There goes one Mutalist, there goes the second one. Look at how fast that Mutas are going down. The DPS of Stim Marines, absolutely epic. Not a single worker killed here for Select. No problem whatsoever. The Mutas are coming around, but still those Marines have managed to hang in there. One of the Marines now going down, the second one potentially Poplo as well, but 4 Mutalisks, 2 Marines. That was an expensive way to go. He's doing another run by. He's going to grab it. He's not. As half the Mutalisk group already dead and only 2 Marines lost for Select. The power of the Marines is absolutely astounding. If you're going to go Muta harass, you need to get it done nice and early. At this point, it was simply too late for Dimaga. He was not able to do much aside from chase away the Hellions, and this is an expensive way to chase away Hellions. In the meantime, the first flyer upgrades are coming out, which means that Dimaga has decided to commit to the Mutalisk route. He's also getting upgrades for the Banelings. So it's going to be a Mutaling Baneling counter to the Terran attack at this point. We'll see how it works out. The 4th base going down now for MTWDimaga, not being shabby on his macro while all this is going on. This is one of the nice, admirable things about pro players that always continues to amaze me, how good the combination of their macro and their micro is simultaneously. No slack off anywhere at all, even though they're paying attention to one area of the map. We now have Muta Harass in exactly the right place. They're going straight for those reactors. Expensive and costly, time-wise and money-wise to build. Absolutely the right thing to snipe down. 2 more barracks going down, 3 more barracks going down for Select. He is definitely committing to this Marine Ball build. And large chunks of Marines with this many barracks are really, really hard to hold off. Really hard to hold off as Zerg. You need massive amounts of Banelings, and you need them coming constantly because these Marines just get reinforced all the time. About to be upgraded as well to 1-1, and once they start getting to 2-2 in this large quantity, they are virtually impossible to deal with. A 5th base going down for Dimaga, and he's trying to stay on top of his macro, as indeed he needs to. Huge amount of Mutalisks flying around. The question is, will they be able to do anything? How many mutas is this? This is 1.5 lines worth of mutas, but those stimmed Marines with that quantity along with powers, just not even a single shot gotten off here. You're going to have to sacrifice some of these mutas at this point when you're going to do your sniping. Basically pick a target and take it down, even if it means costing you a few units. Otherwise the sniping is largely pointless. Here we go, the first proper meeting. We got ourselves a large batch of Marines. We got some tanks, we got some medevacs. This looks very, very dangerous indeed. 26 Lings popping out for MTWDimaga, along with only 6 Banelings. What a massive posse of Lings running in. Is he going to get this around? He is getting this around. Muta's coming in to help out. This is looking pretty good. Excellent work there from Dimaga. He has popped up, but he lost 2/3 of those Lings there. But he took out the entire army, and even more Lings are on the way. That command center looks like it needs to be cancelled. Yes, indeed it is. There's a huge amount of mutas there, taken down, and with the base, all the Marines that are coming down that base. Nice job here from Dimaga. He's using his mutas well, he's used his Lings well, but is it going to be enough to stop? It's going to be enough to stop the onslaught of the Marines. Now we've got SCVs moving out of that base instead of being nuked, which is good. And there it is. Select has done the GG and left the game. So this is actually one of the few situations where I've seen the Muta-Ling Baneling combo do well against that large amount of Marines. Nice work there from Dimaga, showing us how it's done. It proved to be enough, and Select has decided to leave the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, folks, ta-ta.